In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 simple tips that any golfer can do, no matter what your skill level, to help you sink more putts. What's going on, everybody? My name is Jake, and here at my channel Rough Golf, I like to provide the average golfer with tips, tricks, and product reviews to help better your game and to do so affordably. Now today, we're going to be talking about putting tips that will have you sinking more putts in no time. Now, tip number 1 deals with a speed drill, and this is called the ladder drill. This is very important before you go out and you get playing on any of the greens out there on the course. You need to hit the practice green for at least 5 minutes and work on this ladder drill. This is what it looks like. So what you're going to do is you're going to take 3 balls and you're going to place them about 1 to 2 feet from each other away from the fringe of the green, okay? What this is going to do is give you the opportunity to learn the speeds of the green. That way when you get out on the course, you're not guessing at how fast that ball is going to roll. You need to spend some time on this because this is going to help you be prepared for when you get out there on the course. What you need to do is just get a feel for how fast the greens are rolling, and you want to move the ball just to the fringe of the green. If you're going too far, obviously you're hitting it too hard. If you're not close enough, too soft. Pretty simple, but a very, very important drill to help you sink more putts. So that was close, but obviously not close enough. So I'm gonna put a little more heat on this one, see if I can't get it there, and I just want, nope, okay, so it went a little bit too far. The idea is to get the ball right to the fringe and have it stop. That way you've got good distance control and speed on the greens. So that was pretty good, even though the break was a little funky, but that's ideally what you want to go after. This ladder drill is really going to help you out. Probably the most important thing you can do before you get out there and get on the course. If I've got a match that I'm going to be playing with some friends or something like that, and I've only got 5 minutes, I'm not going to hit the range, I'm going to hit the practice green, because this is where you need to develop those skills. So tip number 2 is all about making sure that you are in line. This is where you're squaring up your shoulders, your feet, your eyes, very important, and making sure that your putts are in line and on line. So one of the things that you can do that I've done is you can actually mark the ball. With a marker, you can get those markers. I've mentioned them in some videos before. This will really help you line up the ball and have a visual representation if you're a visual golfer, and kind of help you square it up towards the hole. Another thing that you can make an investment in is an actual putting mirror. So after I do that ladder drill, what I like to do is work on my putting to make sure that it is in line. So I'll move from the ladder drill and the speed drill over to this putting mirror, which is really helpful. Now, basically the mirror is just to make sure that you're getting everything squared up to help you line up your shoulders, your eyes, and make sure that your putting stroke is actually back and forward and that you're not arcing one way or the other, which would put the ball offline. So that, coupled with the speed drill or the ladder drill that you've just done, is going to be a recipe for more hold putts. Guys, if you're enjoying this video, then make sure you do me a favor and smack that like button. I would really appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already for more content like this. So tip number 3 is when you're on the green and you're actually beginning to read the putt. The first thing I want you to do is start from behind the ball. Now this may seem like a logical thing to do, but it's very important. Don't just guess at the pitch of the green or the slope of the green. Really get down behind the ball, anywhere from 4 to 6 feet, and look at the ball to the hole and imagine the path that that ball is going to take. So I'm reading a slight, very slight, right to left slope. Now what I'm going to do is go around the opposite side of the hole and look back towards the ball to see if that is accurate. So this is really the second look you want to take. And now I'm seeing something a little bit different, which is that it is definitely going from right to left, but it's also coming downhill on the opposite side of the hole. Now, if I was back on the other side of the ball, I would have never seen this because of the pitch of the green. So that's why it's very important that you get an eye on the ball from behind and on the other side. So tip number 4 is using your feet. Now I know that sounds funny, but your eyes can play tricks on you on the green. So don't just rely on your eyes. Use your feet to feel the way that the green is pitched or sloped. If it's going uphill, downhill, left, right, if there's small undulations, anything like that. And what I like to do is, once I've got a visual, so I'm behind the ball and I've looked from the other side of the hole and I see how the ball is going to travel, that ball path, I like to walk along that path, not exactly that path because that's going to put indentations in your ball path. You don't want that. That's real bad. Walk along that ball path and see if you feel like it's tilting one way or the other, or forward or backward. And that's just another piece that's going to help you put together this putting puzzle. And just take it slow. There's no rush, you know. And I can definitely feel that it's coming uphill a little bit, and it's definitely going down to the left. And now I can feel like it's coming downhill, which pretty much reinforces what I just saw with my eyes. So this is kind of a backup to make sure that your eyes are not playing tricks on you. So tip number 4, make sure that you walk along your intended putt path. So tip number 5 may seem like a strange one, but a lot of times beginner golfers are faced with these oddball uphill sloped putts that may be pretty close to the hole. And there's really 2 approaches that you can take. You can either read the slope and hit for the slope, or you can do what I believe you should do, is use speed to break through the slope and the pitch of the green. So just hitting it a little bit harder is going to help you break through that slope and that pitch and go right into the hole. It can be difficult if you overhit, because you will go past the hole, but if you've got a good line and you trust in your abilities, you've used some of those tips that I've given you before to warm up on the practice green, you're not going to have any issues with this. Let's see what that looks like. So if I just take this little 3.5 foot putt here, and I know it breaks from right to left, and I hit it easy, I know it's going to peel off to the right because I didn't adjust for the pitch of the green, and obviously that's a problem. A lot of beginner golfers struggle with that, especially on these short putts, because they can be difficult to read. But if I take that same putt and I put a little bit more spice on that putter, I can send that ball straight into the cup and negate the break in the green. And it should look something like this. So that traveled on a pretty straight line, and that's just with putting a little more power behind the ball. So that is ideally going to be great for you beginner golfers out there if you're struggling on those small short putts that have a lot of break. Guys, use those 5 tips that I've just given you. It's going to help your short game. It'll definitely help you break those scores that you set for yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, keep on swinging.